Mr. Keating, thanks for your time.
Hang on a minute.
Can I ask you if you've seen the recent figures?
The cost of living figures?
Yes.
Yes, I have. I think they're very distressing.
You're not happy with them?
It's beginning to look as if we may have made some very big mistakes indeed. We've taken policy decisions on interest rates and deregulating the currency market, and it's beginning to look as if we were wrong.
Well, are you saying it's not working?
It's a complete cock-up.
Well, how did the government misread things so badly?
Not the government, me. My decision, my policy, my fault.
What went wrong?
Well, I'm probably not the right person to ask. I mean, I haven't really had a handle on things since about the middle of 1985. I don't know, I mean, everything's gone, she's cactus. This must have been appalling for a lot of Australians. In fact, this says a great deal, I think, for ordinary Australians, this whole business. How people have coped, I'll never know. I mean, it must have just been appalling for them.
Well, if I could just take you back now over some of the things the government's done.
Not the government, me. Not the government, me.
Right.
I took these initiatives. It's entirely my fault.
All right, well, can I ask you about the May economic statement?
Oh, shot in the dark.
Didn't come off?
Never looked like it, unfortunately. No, of course, the real problem last year, mind you, was the budget itself.
What actual aspect of it?
Well, probably pretty much the whole thing. I mean, frankly, it goes back to the 1984 budget. That's where I lost the plot, yeah. I realised at that point that I really had lost contact with economic reality, and I thought that if we just let the economy run and analyse it retrospectively, we'd get a policy by simply stressing our commitment to whatever appeared to be happening, which is what we've done.
Well, what do you think are the main problems at the moment, generally?
Oh, Christ, where to start? Well, interest rates are obviously completely out of control. The foreign currency market is... we're just a victim of whatever. Unemployment. We're committed, virtually, to more or less long-term unemployment. If the Japanese stop investing in Australia for more than about 5 minutes, she's completely kaput.
Well, why did you make a speech recently blaming people who live in houses with hills hoists and so on?
I haven't been well. I seem to recall giving it a bit of a nudge before I made that speech. I deeply regret any offence I may have given, incidentally, to any Australians in that instance.
How have your colleagues reacted to the news?
By and large, pretty well. I've had a lot of support. Of course, not everyone in the government. There were a lot of people in the government who disagreed fundamentally with this when I proposed it.
But weren't they right?
Of course they were right, but I didn't know that at the time. I thought I had a dream. I didn't know at the time it was going to turn out to be just a lot of ego.
Well, what will you do?
What will I do? Well, I'll stay on the job. I've promised Bob I'd stay on the job, and I'll stay on the job because I promised Bob I would.
So you're going to stay for a while?
I'll stay for a while, although I frankly don't know how long I can go on pretending. I think that'll be a difficulty for me.
Can I ask, do you think you've let the country down?
Well, I think I've let the country down very, very badly indeed. I tell the Australian people I am deeply, deeply, deeply sorry.
I will. Mr. Keating, thank you.